Hi guys, Top Pops here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the entire Elf Funko Pop set. So let's get started. Okay, so when I say the entire set, I actually have the 4 different characters here. I don't have the 2 exclusives, while there's technically limited Chase edition, so the Chase version of Buddy the Elf, which is him with, instead of the little syrup in his hand, he's got a Jack-in-the-Box. And then the other one that I don't have is Buddy the Elf holding the snowballs, which is a box lunch exclusive. If you guys don't know that scene, it's, he's in the park and then they're all building snowballs and he's trying to fight off the bullies with Michael or whatever. And then, so, yeah, that's his name, Michael, right? I just watched the movie the other day, I should know this. But Michael, and then he builds all the snowballs and then he throws them really quickly at him. If you guys haven't seen that scene, it's actually pretty funny. I like what the idea is there. That's kind of where Michael starts to respect Buddy. If you guys know in the movie, he doesn't really like him, or he thinks he's just kind of like a joke or whatever. But after that, he thinks he's kind of cool. They do all these fun things together. But let's go on to the first one here, guys. We're going to go through all 4 of them. And we're going to start probably with, let's start with Jovi, I guess. So here's Jovi, guys. This is the character that, if you guys, I'm going to kind of explain it like you haven't seen the movie, really. This is the character that Elf meets when he starts working at Gimbel's after he gets thrown out of the Empire State Building, which is where his dad works. And Jovi works over in the toy area, like the toy store in there. And yeah, guys, you can see the box here. Here's Jovi on the front there with the little Elf logo, and then it's got Jovi on the side there, and then the 4 on the back, and then it's got the little window in the front, of course. So this is probably my favorite set so far that they've done. I like how they redid Buddy, but I'll show you that in a minute. But yeah, guys, so here's Jovi. You can see her. She even comes with a little stand because she doesn't stand too well. But if you got the little foot stand there, it's nice. So she's got the little teddy bear in her hand because she works up in the toy store, and when Buddy first meets her, she's actually moving around teddy bears and everything up there. So that's pretty cool to see. She's got her little, almost like elf suit on because that's where she works. She's supposed to be in the North Pole up there, so this is what she's wearing up there. And yeah, it's a really cool character. I like her a lot in the movie, actually. I think she's played very well. I also like how it actually looks just like her too. I like the hair. I think they got the hair color right. When you look at this, guys, you'd think of her from Elf. You wouldn't think of just like a person wearing an elf suit, I think. But I do like the bear. I think that's a little nice touch that they gave her. And if you guys know the one scene where it's like when Buddy and her go up to the front, it's like, oh, if you can sing by yourself, you can sing in front of people. It's no different or whatever. And then he goes, I'm here in the store. No, what is it? I'm in the store and I'm singing. I'm in a store and you guys know what I mean. Anyways, guys, it's funny. That's a good clip anyways. And then he goes, oh, there's no singing in the North Pole. And he goes, yeah, there is. We sing all the time. And he goes, no, there's not. Anyways, they fight about it. I don't know why. I love that movie, guys. It's my favorite movie. Favorite Christmas movie for sure. But here's Jovi. Good character. Oh, what's this here? There's a bit of extra plastic hanging down from her. That's weird. Extra plastic. That's weird. But anyways, guys, really cool character. I like this one a lot. I also like how the little bell on there is kind of like a chromish, kind of metallic color. I like that. It's great. Now we're going to move on to the next one here, guys, which is Papa Elf. Now, one thing that I have about Papa Elf is that I wish they did his body pose differently. And by that I mean he's got his arms out to the side like he's trying to hug Buddy. But I feel like it would have been cooler if they gave him a little snow globe of New York City in his hand and he was holding it like this. And it was kind of like a clear thing and you can see like just the little Empire State Building in the middle there. I think that would have been cooler. But again, guys, I'm glad they made Papa Elf. I mean, they didn't have to make Papa. They didn't have to make Jovi either. But I do think this is probably one of the better ones that they should have made, which is I'm glad they made it. You guys can see like the little feather in his hat there because he is the head elf, guys. And it took him, what was it, 400 years or 600? 400 years, I think it was. But here it is here, guys. You can see his glasses there. I like how they've got the clear plastic on there, and they're hanging a little bit lower than his nose, because that's how it is in the movie. He's got his arms out, of course, like he's hugging Buddy. You can see his little buckle there. He's got a little bit of like, almost like a nice pattern going down the middle of his actual suit there. You guys can see his arms are kind of fluffy a bit. He's got his little elf shoes on. I think this does look just like Papa Elf does in the movie as well. I think all of these look a lot better than the original Buddy. If you guys had seen that one before, I'm glad they didn't make the entire set back then because I don't think it would have looked very good. But now that Funko's actually getting more detailed with their characters, I think these two look way better than they probably would have back then because they only made Buddy back then. So like it's kind of good that they only made one back in the day, but again, guys, great character. We're going to go on to the actual Buddy the Elf now. This is the original one, not the Chase version, nor the box lunch exclusive. But we're going to take him out here so you guys can see him. I think this one, again, guys, is a great character. I'm glad that they remade him because I actually have the original one, and you guys probably saw it the other day in the Guess That Price because I wanted to shake it up a little bit, so I used the old one in that. But you guys can see the difference here. Here's the new Buddy, and then here's the old one. I mean, he's much taller in this one. He's got a nicer hat. I do like the way they made this kind of like, almost like a shiny-ish color. It's not metallic or anything, but just kind of glossy, you know? And then this hat looks very different. You guys can see the difference in feathers. It's just one red feather, and this one's got like a nice, almost like it's like detailed, and it's got like little lines in it and everything. It's bumpy and everything. You can see Buddy's hair looks very different. I do like this hair a lot more than that one. This one's just kind of like an orangish brown, and this one's like a dark brown. I like that. Also, he's got the little syrup in his hand there. It says maple syrup, because if you don't know that he puts maple syrup on pretty much everything. He's also one, part of the 4 main food groups: candy, candy canes, candy corn, and syrup. So there you go there, guys. You guys can also see they gave him a few wrinkles on his forehead when they didn't in this one. This head's just kind of boring again, but you can see that they did give him a little bit of a pattern on the actual jacket there, but I think this pattern's a little bit nicer. It's a little bit more detailed. Also, this one's kind of the same. I mean, you can see the differences and the similarities, but I still do like this one a lot better. I think it's the head that really makes it a lot better for me. I don't know. There's just something about it that's really nice about it. I don't know. I think it's the hair maybe and how big his head is overall, because this little head, actually, I believe is smaller. Yeah, this one's much smaller than this one is compared to head size alone. So, again, guys, great character. I like Buddy a lot. I mean, it's just a much better character in general. And if you guys can't see him too well, I'll be doing close-ups after of the little 360 spin. But let's go on to the last character in this set, and you guys probably know who he is. He's my favorite character in the movie. He's got one line. It's the best line ever, and it's, "Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad." Mr. Narwhal. Honestly, guys, Mr. Narwhal, favorite character ever. I ordered one online by accident, or not by accident, but I didn't think I'd be able to find it in stores, so I ordered it for 25 American, and then I was like, oh, okay, you know, like USD, I ordered it for 25 USD, so I was like, okay, yeah, so let's just order this. I don't think I'll ever be able to find it in Canada, and all the stores that around me said it's sold out, so I was like, okay. And I go to my local Toys R Us, and they had one sitting there. You guys can see that in their most recent pop hunt. It's a Narwhal Christmas, I believe it is. But yeah, guys, this character has to be my favorite one out of the entire set. I just think he's really detailed and different. I think if they would have made him look like a normal pop, it would have been dumb. But because of the way they made him look, they would have never been able to do this back then, or at least it would have been very different or tough for them to do it, because they've started to make them look very different, like not just a normal pop. I think instead of doing the whole pop body thing now, they're doing more towards the pop eyes, because that's what's different about him now. Because if you guys see, they used to always be like this, guys, where they have the little eyes and then the body where it's like his arms were to the side. But they could have never done that with Mr. Narwhal. I think it would have looked weird if his arms were to the side, where they're kind of like, his fins are out like this. I don't know what they would have done. But now, guys, that they made Mr. Narwhal, I think he looks great. I just have one little complaint about him, and that is that there's a little hole in the bottom of him, which makes him kind of like a bath toy. And if you guys can hear this, I'm like going right into him. You guys can see right through him, really. If you look into it, you can see right through him up to his little horn here. But other than that, guys, I mean, when he's sitting there, you can't tell, but they just kind of cheaped out on him, and he feels like a little bath toy almost. But other than that, guys, it's a great character. I love this one a lot. If you guys want to pick this one up for yourself or any of these other ones, you can actually get them at... I found most of mine at EB Games and Hot Topic, and then this one is a Toys R Us exclusive, so you guys got to find them there. There's also a Box Lunch exclusive, and check your chases. I mean, check the characters whenever you see them in case there's a chase of Buddy. But yeah, guys, let's show you some clips and close-ups of these characters.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow,
And every time it rains, pennies from heaven.
Shooby-dooby,
Don't you know each cloud contains pennies from heaven?
shooby-dooby.
You'll find your fortune falling.
the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought a lot.
Shooby-dooby,
You'll find your fortune falling all over town. Be sure that your umbrella.
You sing alone, you can sing in front of other people. There's no difference.
Actually, there's a big difference.
No, there isn't. Wait. I'm singing. I'm in a store and I'm singing. I'm in a store and I'm singing.
Hey! Buddy, I think we have to talk. Buddy, come. Sit with your papa.
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
Thanks, Mr. Narwhal.
Okay guys, so this has been another episode of Top Pops. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I mean, I'd have to say guys, this is probably my favorite Funko set that they've ever made. I mean, well, for Christmas ones anyways. I mean, there's a bunch of other stuff like Fraggle Rock I really like, and like, just Mr. Narwhal, though, guys, you have to admit, is my favorite character. If you guys have been watching for a while now, you've been noticing that Mr. Narwhal comes up a lot in these, and I think it's just a running gag on the channel now, so I think it's pretty funny. But anyways, guys, this has been another episode of Top Pops. Hope you guys enjoyed the entire Elf set review, minus the exclusives and Chase, but thanks for watching.
It's Christmas.